his spin. So, you know, it's a pretty safe pick always, but in this particular game, it's in a really, really good position for the Sanguine Sharks. I'm not really sure what their necessary game plan is supposed to be, except for, you know, kind of get the OD and get the Juggernaut farmed, but kind of similar issue on the other end, where both these two teams don't really have a specific time where they're going to be hitting a timing, and it's going to be really strong. It's just going to be, I think, low kind of outplay, grindy game.
I think Imperial has got a really nice timing where they can just go ham on.
I mean, the power peak of PA when she's like ready to go is like what, Desolator, and by that time Juggernaut has Omni Slash. Obviously, he's interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Another hero to counter this. Another hero to counter this Omni Knight. I think it's pretty. Yeah, this could give problems. I mean, I think maybe refraction to block the bubble damage. That happens, then I think maybe Templar has a better chance.
Yeah, but I mean, that's bubble isn't really like the issue. The issue is that you're like a melee range hero against an OD. Roaming around as well. With not that many heroes that can roam into their lane, Nyx, Assassin, Silencer are going to be the supports, and Omni Knight is going to go. So unless they have something weird going on, Omni is kind of on an island right now. Imperial really have to draw a lot of attention away from the mid lane so that Ricky leaves the mid lane as a 1v1. Then Baby Knight's mechanical skill might just carry him through it. But if Ricky's there as well, TA has a really rough time.
Yeah, with the Venom. Stabby. After all, they are the more experienced team, so it's up to Sharks to prove it wrong. On the side of the Radiant, we have Sharks, Senny on the again, with Dale playing Slaughter this time round. Soleri going to be playing the Ricky. Good luck to him on that. And mid laner going to be playing Slash Strike on OD. We have Floyd playing the Juggernaut this time round. No, what do you call it? White Juggernaut skin. What a scrub.
They lost, right? Can't win without it.
Clearly doesn't take the game seriously, you know. You gotta get the most expensive hats for the hero to show that hero means a lot to you, that you practice a lot.
Especially if you're playing up against a team like Imperial. Like, you can't half-ass it. You need to go all in. Really try to go for the win there.
You don't spend the hats, you're bad. Ace on the Phantom Assassin, Baby Knight Templar. We have Noya on the Nyx. Ace Joe on offlane Omni Knight, and Rise gonna be playing that Silencer. So I do believe we're gonna see 2 again.
There's a decent possibility of that. Omni Knight Nyx is kind of an awkward lane. I do like the adaptation of putting Omni Knight down here because Repel just makes him completely immune to anything the Sharks have. Mostly that spin, so very powerful upside coming out from the Omni Knight. Noya can't really do a lot to contribute up towards top or bottom, really. That's the kind of downfall of support Nyx with Silencer. I would expect to start stacking up the jump, honestly. Like, you can't expect Baby Knight to get a lot of farm up against the OD. I mean, you can get a decent amount, but it's not 100%. You need stacks for him to fall back on.
One thing, they're gonna blow fools up if they get the chance to. Because, TA with Repel is just gonna go ham. Not just the PA, most of the assassins go hell. So we'll have to see. They also have that dire side advantage for Roche. It's going to be a offlane Omni Knight on the core role, actually. Hasty Joe is playing it instead of one of the support players. So both runes taken. Okay, GG.
Yep. Well, I mean, they don't have the Juggernaut skin, but they got both bounty runes, so maybe that cancels it out. We'll see. Noya doesn't have any boots or windlace or anything like that, which is pretty standard, but neither does Silencer, so I wouldn't expect a ton of roam action here. He's got a couple mana burn and Slash Strike, but it's a level 1 mana burn up against level 1 OD. It's, pretty good still, but not really going to be game-breaking, to say the least. So we'll see if they're able to get Soleri kind of out the game. Right now, though, he wins the D-Ward battle up towards top, which is already not that great for Imperial.
Not a Ricky combo, but there's dagger spam, there's rise on the glaives. It's painful unless they block them in, but the crush used there for a little bit of harassment. Soleri can take the damage without poor man's shield. Not the tankiest guy.
We'll see what they can do up against Joe. Disruptor does have Windlace, so poking and prodding is fairly safe most of the time. You shouldn't expect Omni Knight to get too close, which is just faster. Omni Knight's level 1 is still vulnerable, level 2 becomes kind of invincible up against this lane, and the top lane, they're trading hits, and Rise with the level 1 Glaives of Wisdom. I don't really know exactly, but I'm pretty sure he has the most damage done to enemy heroes by this point, like, yes, into this top lane.
You already have to use the salve there, and that's the problem of face up against Silencer where you don't really have real threats. There's Slash Strike, okay, no stun on the Nyx right now, so no kill.
He imprisoned Baby Knight, then went to the hill, like that's incredibly aggressive.
Oh, Dale getting caught there, holding onto the crush for now. He's got a lot of tangos though. And he ate the tree. I remember there was a video on it, don't eat the juice. But he ate it, so.
So many other trees to eat that don't provide a tactical advantage. It usually doesn't matter, but might. I mean, you're going up against a TA who, a PA rather. So, Stifling Dagger usually get pretty long range and it gives vision.
DD on Solari, this could be huge, yep. Alright, slashing into Rise there, but there are a lot of creeps here. But the Orb of Venom, oh wow, first blood.
Dagger.
Okay.
Not on Ace.
Oh,
Ace
Crush.
Dead.
Get him. Oh, that's because the Silent. They might get him. Two very low heroes here. The Crush. That's Magic Stick charges. Ace looking for it. The Crush finds the Silencer. And oh, that's disastrous. Solari looking for the strike as well. He didn't get the strike through. The double damage does time out. So no secondary kill there. No extra damage, but it pushes the PA back. She pops the Clarity Potion, but she's pretty much out of it now for this thing.
Most likely the Silencer will return with some sort of regen for her. Zenny.
In trouble.
Roaming assassin with no boots, no windlace. Don't expect that, that's for sure.
That was Omni Knight just herding the cattle to the slaughter.
He was definitely baiting there. And now he's gonna go back to the lane with level 4 up against Juggernaut who can't kill him. This is looking like a pretty tight lane for the Omni Knight, and they're still keeping Noya like more so towards the mid lane than anywhere else, so Slash Strike is kind of hoping that Essence Aura is cooperative. Assassin's harassment. And ultimately this is giving Baby Knight a CS advantage, though. Stacking is not necessarily going to be needed to just getting more CS.
Omni Knight proving to be a really good tool against a Juggernaut, because usually in Juggernaut, okay wait, watch out, there's Rise popping the dust preemptively. He's going to die here, he's going to die again, and this PA can't really do much for her buddy. Might try and jump here, but no, doesn't have to blink. Yeah, I was talking about, usually Juggernaut lanes, they have the Juggernaut because they want to, he does most of the damage in the tri-lane, and the supports are just there to help him get the heroes in range for him to kill. So if you can repel and remove off all the take from Blade Fury, usually you can't die in that. Safe to farm it, do whatever you want. So it is something that other teams could note here. They're known as the experimenters, and this could be a really nice scientific breakthrough, so to speak.
I think the really powerful thing about this is not the fact that the Omni Knight just has a time up against Juggernaut, the fact that you don't know that the Omni Knight is actually going to be. You're expecting a kind of sport Omni Knight or like a dual lane. They can bust out the solo Omni Knight and he will be doing just fine. So that flexibility, I think, is what makes this lane really strong. Also, just, I don't know if it was coincidence or by design, Repel lasts for 5 seconds at level 1, Blade Fury lasts for 5 seconds. So, good letting the spin off on the Omni Knight.
Yeah, he's not gonna pop the Repel, without Juggernaut near him. Not gonna get baited in by the Disruptor, and Floyd, pretty much having to use most of his gen on mana wards, healing wards, I mean.
Floyd is now out of mana, means that Hessa Joe just will not die. Just pretty much the only chance you get to kill is if you somehow layer Glimpse and Spin in such a way that you draw out into Repel and Purify.
Oh, Omni Slash!
Omni Slash, got just enough mana. Okay, as soon as I said that, Juggernaut
you gotta say it, right?
The creep wave. Hey, he left the creep wave, man. That's not on me. It's his fault.
know, whenever you say things about play, bad things happen. Senny in trouble. Smacked, burn. Got him. This bug is doing lots. Meanwhile,
almost 4 now.
Meanwhile, middle lane, Solari. Fun. Baby Knight pops the secondary refraction here. Yeah, refraction proving to be really strong against the bubble. You don't take the hit point damage, which is really good.
That has to go and go right behind a spike carapace.
Oh, nice spike there. Like, it give him a huge amount of gives him a good amount of burst against the OD.
It's unavoidable as the OD. Like, you just, if you imprison, then you're going to get spike carapace unless you have like a BKB. That's not gonna be happening for a very long time, obviously. Hester Joe is going to return to this bottom lane. Floyd this time is really out of mana. He's going to get a little bit more now, so he has spin. But, yeah, as long as the Omni has to, as long as he respects that Omni Slash, he shouldn't be dying. But you know,
nice caveat you got there now.
Hey, he the creep wave as soon as he level 6.
Floyd! Oh, I thought the spinning was the plan here. I could get killed.
See, I told you.
Oh no. Ricky kills off PA. Williams him back. Bump.
8. Oh, PA got killed up towards top. And just got crushed. There's amplified damage now on Slardar. Fleur is only level 1 as well, so 20% chance of Asian is still really good. They're gonna switch things up. Ace on the bottom lane. With Void. And then Dagger. That was just a miscue from Ace. He meant to dagger, then tangent while the dagger was in the air.
Dagger hit? Wait.
Oh, silencer.
No, he does not. Oh, what a rune to get. And you can't even banish. That's me cute. Oh wow, he's doing it anyway.
Dire's top tower be under attack.
Didn't work. Oh yeah. Right. But yeah, they are kind of stacking this top lane. Hester Joe now is up there, and he's pretty resistant to this. Ace should still be able to defend this bottom lane decently well. Bottom line though, Sharks are getting a ton of farm on this top lane for the Slaughter, so he is incredibly happy near the top of the net worth chart. The OD maybe is not exactly where he wants to be, but they're keeping Imperial down pretty well. Imperial are supposed to hit like a really powerful mid-game power curve with a TA and a PA, where they're both just going to jump in with the Omni behind them. So if they can keep them all that, it's going to be great. Ace,
why not? Creep wave here to save the day. Oh, Floyd wants to look for it, but there's a silence. Oh wow! Insta crit! That's how you PA, boys and girls. That's how you PA.
Middle tower be taking fire. Radiant's
PA unfortunately caught no creep wave there, so can't fancy it out, but still is going to be fine. I mean, just looking at the net worth right now, Sharks are pretty happy with this assortment. All their cores on the top. Imperial have PI on the top, PA not too far behind, but Imperial will have to get this Nick Assassin to level 6 before they're really able to make any plays happen. They don't really have any other way of initiating, actually.
They have TA and PA to jump in. Follow up with silence. I think their initiation style is very different.
More likely it's going to be them responding to Sharks, but PA again, not going to die this time. Here comes the Omni Knight. Into the Juggernaut. Oh god, that was a lot of damage.
Wow.
He's also dead here. His level 3 degen aura and an Orb of Venom. He can't escape the
Can't escape the omniscience. Omniscience, yeah. Well, Church of Omni Knight really making those aggressive promotions, yeah, about their religion.
Now he has Arcane Boots, so he's going to be pretty active right now.
Yeah.
Slash strike.
A little bit of trouble. Or is the Slaughter in trouble? There's a dagger to slow him down and problems for him, but no. Nyx isn't high enough level to really make anything out of it. Baby Knight pops that, and now Slash Strike in trouble, gets hit by the last word. Oh no, silenced up, gets hit by the Glaive. One misses off the high ground, a secondary one. One more will get him, and 2 kill off Slash Strike, that's -2.
Pop again.
Imperial. Really well here. PA in a lot of trouble, the silence coming out, it will kill her off. Nice stun coming up for Noya, mana burn maybe, and that tower shot should take out. Dale shouldn't be able to get out of this, and yeah, nice spike carapace, gonna keep him alive. Here comes Joe.
Dude, degen aura again, getting another kill. Insane. I mean, that is a rough trade for Sharks to make, though. TA is, yes, a good kill target, but they need Slaughter to keep farming. The faster Blink Dagger, obviously, the better, but, you know, Blink Dagger is going to make Juggernaut and OD just so much more powerful because they can be in the back end and wait for situation to happen on their own terms. So, making that trade is incredibly expensive. Ace can afford to die a couple more times. Like, he's kind of expendable because the assassin is getting so much.
Uh-oh, Nyx gonna debut this Vendetta right away. That's the dagger as well. Crit goes across, double crits! Wow!
Oh, Ace is good. Ace. Hero, man.
Good. I mean, do you see the first hit? That was pretty good. On the Juggernaut earlier.
Phantom Strike gives you that additional attack speed, don't forget, and that was just crit. So, we'll see what Ace's build is going to adapt to in this game. You open up with Blightstone because it's insane Stifling Dagger, but the TA is so far ahead that she's most likely going to be the one getting the Desolator. You don't want to stack that up, so we're going to see Ace take a probably more kind of tanky utility role on the Phantom Assassin.
I'd just like to point out that Silencer has added to max Arcane Curse. I truly support because a lot of players just skip the spell altogether, which really pains me. I think this spell is really good. They're showing it, Baby Knight. Oh, he has Mel to get out of any kind of real shenanigans. Oh, that's global. A little bit too late though. TA might not get out as a result, but nope, just kidding. Gotta get that. The Vendetta Strike as well. There's the Omni Slash gonna go through. That's not gonna work. The Juggernaut. That's not gonna work. Bounces off the shield there, gets purified, and TA strikes him down. And they give away a few too many kills, and they might find themselves hit their own shots. They have their Riki revealed, but don't see him because it's nighttime. But yeah, they give away too many kills. They could give away Roshan.
Imperial Roche incredibly quickly. They have the minus armor, not quite at full strength from Baby Knight, but still, I mean, PA can always solo it, like Templar Assassin can always solo it with the healing support, it's even easier, so they're looking pretty good as far as that front is concerned. Here we go, Sharks have the big item. This is what they're kind of building towards their draft, the Blink Dagger on the Slardar. If he's unable to get much action going with this, then they're going to be in some pretty deep shit moving forward, but such a fast Blink Dagger should, in theory, set up for, you know, 2-3 kills at least. Yeah. No, she gets some
or is she though?
Coming.
I don't think she's gonna die though, even if you blink, because you always have the chance to miss. You need Disruptor there for the guaranteed magic.
They're moving. Nyx Assassin in, so they know that Nyx Assassin is somewhere in the area.
They don't sit around the jungle. I think they're just ditching. Oh, Korea! Run, buddy, run.
Radiance
this bird looks a lot like Pidgey.
All birds look like Pidgey. It's like all birds. They saw the
That's kind of racist.
Presence is a little bit scary there for Sharks. So I think I understand making that play. They also just revealed the Blink Dagger though, because the Nyx Assassin was.
Oh, Sentry Ward. Dagger's gonna hit there. They glimpse back the Omni Knight. He immediately got the Angel, so he's gonna take no physical damage. There's gonna be the silence. It's a little weird that Senny just panic dropping that one. Rice doesn't have ulti for 5 seconds. Gonna have to use that Ace as the Dagger to kite things around. Floyd is aced it up though, so this might not be so easy here for Rice to get out of. I think he's dead. Global maybe for his team. Good work out here. Not gonna global his team, and in the end, the Juggernaut got the silence in the TA. So finds the OD, and this two guys here, Solari and Senny, both deados, and Solari really risking his life there, walking back into the middle lane. Could have been a sentry there, but they don't drop it. Nyx had it.
I don't know why they didn't drop it. It must have been like the Fog of War thing. Classic Fog of War, not Dota Fog of War, where it's confusion and whatnot, but that's fine. Letting a Riki live is not going to be game-breaking. They kind of just completely mess up Shark at the expense of a random support Silencer who doesn't even use his ultimate. So, you know, no matter how you slice it, that's still a pretty big win for the Imperial side, and now the net worth we can see is going to start to twist in favor of the really dangerous mid-game heroes on the Imperial side. Ace, who even had a kind of rough time, well, turned into third place net worth, but is going to skyrocket back to second. So, unless they just lose everyone because they're mid. I don't know why Nyx Assassin and Silencer are mid, where Ace and Baby Knight are Roche. That makes no sense to me.
It's you. And now shots are going to smoke up, but I don't think they're going to be in time because this Deso has come at the right time for this TA. So this Still here on Roshan.
Easy Roche, easy golds.
They smoke gank this tier 1 tower top. And TP coming in from TA. Alright, he has Aegis though. I don't think we want to fight this. This is a bad fight to take. That's Aegis, bros.
3 TPs coming in.
Alright, that's a good silence there. They all walk into it. The Omni Slash as well. That's how you start a fight. PA already dead. Alright, gonna follow soon enough. Global, not gonna drop there. Holding on to the global on price and then hold on to the global. Desolator, oh man, takes him out, but there. Triple kill going out there. I feel like a global could have really made a difference there. Now Joe gonna be in a lot of trouble himself there. Pop tries to keep himself alive, but not gonna happen there. Gets torn apart. Squad and yeah, the silence there. That was the time to hit the button.
I like the idea of fighting there. A couple of issues, the TP duration, I guess, like getting staggered because so many people were teleporting there. You have to use the global silence. If you're gonna make that many rotations in, you know that you're going into a static storm, you know that odds are the Juggernaut has an Omni Slash. So it's pretty much the exact same fight that we saw from Imperial in the last game, where they all kind of just in one at a time and died. Not really sure why they are doing that, but I guess the thing is they still have global silence for the next fight.
Oh, I guess that's a bright.
That bright.
TTXD. Well, we'll see what happens as Imperial still are quite in the lead. If you look at it, oh no, actually they lost the lead after that last fight.
PA was second in worth, and now she's behind all the cores of Sharks. You walk into like many heroes level 2 Omni Slash with amplified damage, like you're not gonna get out of there alive. You need a Guardian Angel and a global silence, and the Imperial that just, at least in that fight, just didn't land it properly. But they still have all this pickoff power, so it's far.
Oh, they look for the shotgun. That's gonna look at him. That's a spike and the first hit again. Nyx even gets a free ticket out.
The TA here, yes, she is with that mech, so they can start pushing down towers really quickly. Probably faster than Sharks with a PA and a TA. Vlad's especially helping out in that regard. Imperial can start in these positions where they can start forcing down objectives, but Sharks can kind of call this bluff. Like if Imperial are a little bit careless with this, they'll just get initiated upon and then annihilated. So Rise has to be very careful with his global.
I like how the global silence has made Jug go for Manta instead of a Yasha Diffusal Rush, so it buys the Omni Knight more in terms of relevance. It's really cool. No, it's the little things, you know, that really slow down the pace of the game for Sharks. You know, they have to get this item, this global silence wrecks him, so he has to get the Diffusal Manta first. Although Diffusal could be used to purge off the silence. So. Oh, deal!
Yeah.
Where's the dagger? Ace! Crit!
Why is Ace not going in? He's just really respecting Static Storm here.
No balls.
Could have went in like full ham, but I guess they just didn't want to. If they start racing for towers right now, Imperial with the Desolator will probably win that.
Tower be under attack.
The TA has Invis. She can look to blow someone up. No dagger on her, so. But they're going in again, doing those crazy fights where they TP all the heroes in one by one. They get hit by clouds. There's a glimpse back on their PA, but it's gonna get repelled out. So that's gonna get countered. And this time, Jock's on turn. So lucky for Imperial, they don't have to walk into a firefight.
Well, the difference in that situation would have been Rise was not teleporting in, so he could have actually used Global Silence and I guess covered the initiation with P's, if that makes any sense. So there was a non-zero chance of that fight going better there for Imperial if a fight was to break out. So as long as they're playing the pickoff game with TA and PA, they should consider themselves happy. Noya, though, has to be pretty careful. He is going to be the one to facilitate most of those ganks, just with Vendetta Vision scouting, but sentries are obviously going to... There's just one sitting in the mid lane right now.
They even pop a dust. There's Ricky Illusion just scouting things out, and that's one of the strong points about Rick, not just for his cloud, his jump, it's also mainly for the scouting as well.
All these invis scouting tools Once a team starts taking down tier 2s, like, seriously takes down tier 2s, Gem is going to be a huge pick for either side.
And the thing is, Ricky illusion, because of the invisibility. Look and feel at Ricky, it's kind of annoying.
And if Celerity is holding a gem, just walking around, killing off all the TA wards and whatnot, you can even give the gem towards the Juggernaut and have him demand style illusions, fan out and kind of look for Nyx's at. It's not going to be coming up just yet, but when it does come out, it's going to be a very high value item. Although Gem does not see smokes, yeah, and that is going to be going straight towards the poor Ricky.
Ricky doesn't have gem. Normal Venom.
I never said he had a gem. I'm saying when they get the gem.
Oh, when? Okay. Thought you.
Dire's bottom tower be under attack.
But yeah, here goes the Desolator push again. The tier 2 tower. We'll see how they hold this. Or do they want to take this from the high ground?
Well, they're not really doing anything serious in the meantime, Shark. Like, they're shoving bottom lane. OG doesn't really push towers down all that well, so it's kind of a waste of time as far as racing is concerned. Imperial are looking for this towers, right? They're just opening up the map, making it easier for Roshan, and making it easier to get pickoffs.
Imperial, are they picking any cool stuff? Not yet. Nyx Assassin, Staff Wizardry, Floyd, really getting this push on radar. Has the Diffusal Blade, so that's huge pickup. Omni Knight, gonna have a lot of his kit nullified at this point.
So the Juggernaut illusions, very dangerous because of the amount of damage Diffusal Blade gives, specifically. It's pretty standard stuff, especially in the matchup. Our Imperial gunning for right now? Guardian Greaves, I mean, they can still like ramp up with these heroes, obviously. But most of these heroes don't really have any huge, like, giant power spike. BKB would have that item. And with Repel, you should be pretty well set up against Disruptor OD.
Ace getting a Manta style to dodge, maybe. Well, you can just remove off Diffusal Blade. Remove of amplify damage. You can joint a glimpse if you're really good. There are a few applications.
Yeah, illusions usually don't do all that much damage, even though they do.
Oh, Noya.
It's like baby crit.
Careful here, gets mopped immediately. Oh, they're looking here. No, nice spike though. Wow. Stops the initiation. Now here comes the balance. There is a big trouble here for the Juggernaut. Gets struck down by Imperial. I think Noya has been the star player so far. Gets glimpsed back. TA shuts down the Jug, but TA is still here. Not gonna look for him anymore as he TP'd out. Then does he get caught as well? No, he will not. So in the end, they blow up the Juggernaut. Global silence, and I think that is semi-okay.
Given the pace of this game, where Imperial, they're taking towers, but they're not really making any, like, GG pushes, you're kind of okay with that as Sharks, as Imperial, rather. Like, you absorb a long cooldown, yes. You get a Juggernaut, that's going to be lasting gold, and Sharks most likely aren't going to make anything right now, unless they find a random Nyx assassin in the middle of nowhere. It's a pretty kill.
That sentry ward cuts him out, so no sick plays for him this time, Noya. I think the previous fight, the reason he was able to get back off was because he saw Slaughter go for the amplify animation. So he knew that the Slaughter could see him, so he could predict. This time he just got jumped out in the open, so no chance for a reaction there.
Is physical, so he can amplify beforehand, does a lot of damage, but
it's greedy.
It's so easy just to put Spike Carapace up as Nyx Assassin, so it is the greedy move and got punished last time. Ended up just like blowing the whole thing, actually.
Looking for that wrench kill. Without that, without that, they got it.
He has BKB.
He BKBs? I'm not sure about that. BKB
is going in still.
But Senny gets caught, and now things TA gonna go down. So dodge there on crush. I'm not sure why they're still trying to fight this. This is really bad if they get hit there by a big ult. And the next assassin, you're gonna go into Vendetta. The TA going down to a full Omni Slash to Noya, now gonna get spiked with that repel, save his life, no sir. Larry's on a mega kill streak. Imperial looking a little bit dangerous for them.
Yeah, I mean, losing the TA there, yes, is bad. That very panicked BKB, because getting Omni Slash, BKB against Omni Slash, fighting afterwards, that's just not what we're supposed to do. Like, that trade earlier, Juggernaut for Global Silence, only is really worth it if you wait for another Global Silence before you do anything else. And, well, obviously Sharks, they pushed in knowing that Global Silence was down, got a huge set of picks, including a tier 2 tower. Imperial are not really playing as clean as we normally see them. They're making an awful lot of these kind of small position errors. Sharks. It is costing them an awful lot, but and look at this TA's farm. Like, she has a disgusting amount of cash if she's actually able to dodge the initiation and start
rushes on the way. Self-intro. Yeah, and they're gonna get rolled before Sharks have time to respond. They're settling it out, but too late.
This is also kind of a bummer for Sharks. Like, they have OG Juggernaut and Amplified damage. They would love to be able to get Aegis ever, but I don't know, who has a better Roche lineup? They're both pretty insane.
Yeah, but you're not Dire.
True, Dire advantage, man. Ooh, another Diffusal Blade from Ricky. He's 5-0 and 8. He should have died that one time, but yeah, Ricky that survives is a relevant damage. Just a couple of right clicks here and there is relevant. Obviously, he's carrying the Purge, but Tricks of the Trade gets to be an actual threat. Like, you've got to disengage once Tricks of the Trade comes up. Plus, you can just Purge Silence off, so this is going to be a very influential Ricky game. It already has been.
Now Sharks are not going to press their advantage. They're not wanting to throw anything away because in the light of this Aegis, they have to be careful about the double life. Silence always going to be a threat, regardless of where they are. So, play this one smart, wait out this Aegis, try and take a fight on even.
Benny and Solari are up towards top, just hiding in the trees. Classic. Imperial, they do have this Aegis. I don't think they should be super eager to make a high ground play or a tier 2 play even at this point. Their ability to take fights is pretty much predicated on Omni Knight landing a good assortment of spells, like, you know, Omni, they use Purification for damage and healing, like a Repel that sticks, a GA that sticks on either Baby Knight or Ace. Like, these are the things that are going to start to matter as in this stage, since it's just so hard to get happen. You're up against Diffusal Blades and Manta Styles. They're still going to go for it. If they find a pick-off, Imperial can tear down buildings like nobody's business.
They scan. The Radiant didn't scan, but they know this is happening. None of the lanes are being farmed.
They're just waiting for someone to get stupid. They see Steny. Are they gonna go in?
Alright, they get him. That's a nice one. No static storm. Oh, the buyback. They're trying to go for a glimpse here. Baby Knight are gonna get hit, but he pops that BKB. That's the Mel Strike. He hits onto Floyd. Didn't take as much as I thought he would. That's a BKB down for Baby Knight.
On Baby
back, there's the repel. No, Baby Knight now gonna get global. There's a global, but it's not gonna do enough there. The Omni Slash still going through. There is gonna be a nice Guardian Angel, but Rise gets popped. They have a nice crit. Coming up, Floyd is out of mana. He's getting burnt there by his own Diffusal Blade, enemy Diffusal Blade actually. Now he gets blown up by the Purify. He's dead. Slowly buyback. The game, he does have buyback, so he's still cling onto it. Don't want to pop it till the enemy overextends. Imperial are 2 heroes down, and Aegis still up. Not sure if they want to push this one further. It does look Ace though. Ace getting his own Diffusal Blade at the right time. The Manta Illusions burning out Jump's mana. Very nice.
Very awkward timing there for Imperial. Like, the BKB on the Templar Assassin was, I guess, necessary given the circumstances, but ultimately wasn't that great. Global Silence, unfortunately, did not stop the Juggernaut from Omni-slashing because he has Manta Style and Diffusal Blade. He just can't really rely on that as ultimate anymore, so the Omni-slash was just tearing up the backline for Imperial and ended up separating them a hell of a lot. I like the attempt there. I like that play of, like, just snag the Disruptor and take out Static Storm before there's any response from the Shark side. That was pretty cute. But you have to protect your TA, you have to protect your TA, and I mean they're just not durable enough to withstand all this damage from Sharks, and I don't really think they ever will. They have to get the initiation Imperial, make sure that actually sticks. I mean that time they got the initiation on Disruptor, but fought back. So yeah, it costs him, but the impact is pretty much completely nullified.
See what happens here with the DD on TA. Really one-shot someone.
Double edge is disgusting. Courier does escape. This Basher is actually going to be assassin. It actually lets her it's not the best way of quote-unquote initiating, but actually like covers Ace's initiate. If that makes any sense.
A smoke comes out from Sharks now. They're gonna look for the sideways push, and if they catch them, be huge. Their Ace gonna walk right into them. He hits the repel. He nearly throws out the dagger. Oh, Courier run away. He scouts them out, and Courier scouting out this gank is the biggest thing ever. Baby Knight gonna go two-shot this Disruptor, but he immediately gets bubbled there by his buddies. Nice silence there. Will keep him alive. There's a Disruptor down. He will not be coming back, sir. Hill moves away from that right click. But who else getting caught there? Rise, Floyd, all in that area for ganks here, and they will actually find the Ricky. So that's 2 heroes lost. They get the silencer, but he already popped that, and now Ricky's pristine record is gonna go down in saving his Juggernaut.
Honestly, losing the silencer is not a big deal. Even if he did have global silence right now, he'd be able to cast his Fountain, but global silence isn't really that great against Sharks at this stage. It's still really good up against OD. He doesn't have any way of getting rid of it, at least himself. Needs an ally to help him out there, but Imperial, they don't really need their silencer. So if he's the target for Sharks at every fight, Imperial are very, very happy about that. And that's just Ace Basher value. Like, first fight he has it, lands a first hit bash on the Ricky. Good stuff. Also, Baby Knight double
RNG has been on his side this entire
practice. The more you play the hero, the better you get at the hero, the more RNG favors.
Also do a blood sacrifice after every game. They're payoff. But right now, Omni Knight picks up a gem. Pretty cool. Dewards a couple of... Finally deals with the Ricky problem.
Smoke up from Sharks.
I like this 4-star on the Omni Knight. Well, Sharks are really burning through these smokes.
I mean,
TA is about to show, and she doesn't have the... Oh, does she have the BKB in time? I don't think so. Gotta pop it, Manta away. That BKB, maybe. Baby Knight is still holding on to that BKB. I'm not sure why. Now it pops it. The slash strike is very low there. Guardian Angel coming out there. Floyd getting overwhelmed there. The Omni Slash going through a couple of illusions and a few heroes. Because of that Guardian Angel, they do absolutely nothing. Here comes Dagger going through. Floyd gets picked off. And DOD. Dale, as well as Senny in trouble. Joe. Yeah, he's got the hell there on Ace. They're looking for him. They got the trap, and I don't think Senny getting out. Bash! Yep. Of course.
Classic. The enemy's getting away. I'm an assassin. I need to roll something lucky. I might as well just get a first hit bash. That seems fair. But yeah, that fight was much more, I guess, patient from Imperial, but also Sharks kind of half-assed their initiation. They blitz rush onto Baby Knight, and then they see, I think, Noya coming. I mean, they might just be a Rax down, honestly.
Yeah, no buyback on Jugs. They have to wait now. So Rax down. Sure, they can hold the line here. This TA, like you said, is swole.
Glimpse, maybe? I don't think so. He's trying to get in range for someone, but I don't think he sees anybody.
It's a repel anyway. He's not glimpsing anyone.
Didn't work last time, so maybe. I mean, you still go for it, obviously, but Imperial, they get away with right? Like, they absorb a smoke gank from Sharks, end up killing off 2 of Sharks, spend pretty much nothing.
No, Baby Knight, he hit that BKB late, so...
He took a full spin, I think, because he decided to not BKB that early.
Then he realized that his life might have been a little bit. But this TA is sitting at 4,000 gold.
Yay, in this game, Bayesian is actually pretty good up against Sharks. They're probably going to eventually look at MKBs and whatnot, but a Butterfly Baby Knight is going to be really hard for Sharks to burst through. Alternatively, just kind of bulk up on the Templar Assassin and get anything that gives you health. That's the worst thing in the world, but I do think that Butterfly with the evasion component is probably the best way to go. It's also not too late for a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, but I think he wants to save up for some hard-hitting item. As the PA to do jumping in, he just shreds whatever he can get his hands on with the Hurricane Pike.
You could just be
the or Bloodthorn, isn't that?
Yeah, it might just be like the Travels play, and then there's Travels, so start playing the slot game.
To shoot,
Fishing with them. See, you know Floyd's in the trees. Somewhere in the trees.
Candace? Ah, okay, he runs.
I mean, she spends 2,000 gold on Travels. Has Power Treads to sell and another 3,000 gold in the bank, so all those item discussions still relevant. We have a...
Oh, only like Blink, I like it. Oh no! Nick's Assassin got 4-star though by his bash. Could be bad. Nope, that's the spike. I think he's going down, unless he can get to this cliff. Oh, he 4-stars away when he gets hit by a big orb and down he goes. So the scout goes down. It's, I wouldn't say it's not a big deal, but it's still him absorbing a gank again.
I mean, losing Noi at this point is inconveniencing his item builds, and an Aghanim Scepter up against an OD is something you really want to get towards. It's also just a level 2 mana burn, so staying alive, getting more experience is still very important to the Nyx Assassin. Dying, obviously, you're not doing any of that. So, yeah, losing the Nyx Assassin is not exactly ideal at this stage. Luckily for them, he should be alive by the time Roche comes up, and with Psionic Traps, they'll know exactly when that happens. So the timing working out pretty well for Imperial, all things considered. Like, if you're gonna lose an Assassin, that's the perfect time to do it.
Baby Knight, let's look right now. They're looking for this Aegis, and I love this Blink Dagger on the Omni Knight. Allows him to stay really far back and come in when needed, and even place himself properly for a good Guardian Angel. And that's no shot.
The Omni Knight is like, sit a million miles away, wait until you see Crush or an Omni Slash, and then you go into the Guardian Angel. It just keeps you so much safer up against like a Disruptor, Static Storm, or something like that. This is a cheese rotation as well, so just for PA, cheese for someone, Joe?
Right, yeah. So he doesn't get blown up. If he gets caught, because there's only one real hard stun here on Sharks. After that goes down, unless they burst him immediately, there's still... He gets BOTs as well.
Omni Slash does a lot of damage, but it's not damage that's quite fast enough to be ease-proof.
But it really sucks if you're Omni Slash damage.
Yeah. Your entire ultimate cancelled by one piece of cheese. It is going to be Daedalus on this TA. Because Daedalus, no buyback. That's very risky. We've seen this backfire on so many teams before. So if Sharks pull out a miracle here, they're looking at Raxes themselves.
We'll see how many. No, it depends on how many casualties they take as well. If you take PA out but lose 4 guys, you're not.
They have to fight, man. It's kind of going down. How safe Baby Knight is playing way back.
Omni Knight as well, you know, that Blink Dagger really just giving him the ability to do this. And because of the Aegis, oh, there's the Hurricane Pike. Got a few hits there, all of them miss. 2 of them miss.
Yeah, he isn't exactly the most intelligent hero in the game, but even then, it doesn't really matter. No MKB effects on the Shark side, so Ace is still going to be just fine.
Bash?
First hit bash, classic. This is kind of where Imperial wished that Baby Knight had the Aegis instead of Ace, because Ace doesn't actually push towers structures all that well.
Man, he's wasting his RNG here. Blink forward there. Spike. Oh, there's Slaughter Crush, and there's the Global Silence. Of course, you need Manta Pop. And Omni Knight is going to cheese up immediately, make sure that he doesn't die. The Purifier is there. Baby Knight already going hand there, taking nades. Larry defuses himself, getting himself alive there. There's the silence, the hammer drop. Omni Knight goes down, but it's enough that Baby Knight just shreds the OD. So Larry on the run. Gem gonna be retrieved there by the silencer, so they lose the Omni Knight, but they lose 3. OD buys back. They know they have to buy back here because they're running out of real estate here in the
lost their middle ranks.
I don't think OD can really do this by himself. They had an Omni Slash maybe, but it's just used.
Okay, Suska buys back. Ricky, he's in. I think they back off. I don't think there's anything they can really do. Oh, crit! They're kidding. Rip the Templar assassin, and now they pull back Ace. They might get the kill, but as Aegis, I don't think they hold it, honestly. Here comes the Tito on the OD. He gets bashed again by the Ace. Gotta go crit Floyd. Standing on the way, running away from the fountain. There goes the Slaughter trying to get the build out here. There's still Aegis. I'm reminding you. The stun going on to Illusion. Gonna be missing there. Nice floats as well on Floyd, preventing some kind of point target right now. Ace gonna get knocked down there. Diving tier 4s. They lose their Aegis. Baby now, Baby Knight. The crits are coming in. Then another big one. One more big crit. Oh, no crit for them there. Lucky. Otherwise, we would have killed them both. And Baby Knight will peel away with what he's got. And Ace coming back with full life. Oh, Floyd really wants to go in. There's the dagger. There's the last word as well. The stun goes out onto the judge. This could be big. He's the last one. But the silence comes in. Dale goes down. He already bought back. Juggernaut now going to run. Ace gonna get caught, but now Floyd gonna get dove here by Ace. And I don't think he will. Don't have to worry about this one. It's gonna be the last night here. Challenging the PA, that's really unwise, my friend. Floyd once again, they're gonna pull someone back now. Samantha, that's the Omni Slash ready just in time. Could be going in for that one. Joe as well, Silencer used up, but there are a lot of creeps here. Nice Go Scepter, he nearly dropped there, so Larry gonna get hammered in by the Omni Knight, get him. Well, Joe, well, he popped the repel, he looks to save himself from the damage. Now Blink, Abyssal Blade, picks up the jug, that's the buyback now at GG. Still no GG, okay, we're holding on to this. Loser goes home, by the way. Oh, jump right back.
Oh, slash back 2 crits from Illusions.
Floyd. Jumping in again, the smash on the first hit, picks out the OD, and now Floyd, the last man standing, G comes out. They're gonna dive him, for sure. There we go. TA, both A's going after food down in the west. Right in front balls and both kills it keeps 2-0. No surprises, but still, I was worried for a while there.
The